Hello and welcome to the Perth Blue Baggers pod. My name is Louis, your host.
And I'm Marty on special comments.
Today we're reviewing a resilient win against the Gold Coast Suns in round 20, and then we'll be doing a preview of a massive clash against the Brisbane Lions in round 21. So let's get into it. Wildcard hopes are alive. They were made a bit harder after the Saints beat North, but nevertheless, an important win.
Yeah, it was an important win. Look, it was 4 points in the bank. I don't think it was by any stretch our best performance of the season, but it wasn't our worst. We did in the end get the job done. Yeah. I wasn't entirely convinced. Just keep in mind this was a club that came off 8 losses in a row.
Yeah.
So they were in pretty poor form, and for 3 quarters we couldn't really shake them. We really just came out in the last quarter where we kicked 5 of the last 7 goals, I think.
Yeah.
It's good to finish a game really well.
Yes.
And we finished the game well. And that was our best part of the game for obvious reasons. And I think that's where we won the game. But it just, there's a fair bit for us to reflect on. We would have to play a lot better than that to beat Brisbane.
Yeah.
Next week. And in fact, a lot better than that to beat the top teams. So it probably shows where we are now, where we can beat the teams that are either horribly out of form or at the bottom of the ladder. But can we beat teams around us? Because we've got 2 teams around us and 2 top 4 teams in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
No easy games.
Yeah.
This was the last easy game, I think. Really. So we got the 4 points, but there were some alarm bells, I think. Firstly, the fact that we dominated so much that first half, and then we go in just 3 points ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's because we were just really sloppy in front of goal. Our poor kicking for goals still costs us. It will cost us in a close game.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Like a finals game.
A finals game if we make it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you beat top teams unless you capitalise when you're on top. And we were not capitalising when we were on top. We just kept blowing opportunities, and we've got some serial offenders in front of goal. If you can't kick straight, you probably shouldn't be a forward.
Yeah, so I'm certainly worried about that as well. Statistics wise, what did you kind of find? I remember one statistic. We did a post on it. We had 13 plays with 5 or more score involvements. Think back to 2 weeks ago against Hawthorn. Will Hayward was our leading score involvement getter with just 3. So there's been a massive improvement there.
Just keep in mind when that happened, though, we didn't barely score. That was against Hawthorn. So there's not going to be many players with score involvements when you can't score.
Well, that's also a problem that it also reflects that the fact that there was not a team performance back then. Overall team performance.
Oh, we were just horrible that day, really. Now, look, this was a better all-round performance, and there were some encouraging signs on the overall stats. We dominated the possessions, both contested and uncontested, won them both by a mile, and the clearances won very comfortably 39-28 against a midfield that's pretty good.
Yeah, they've just been struggling.
They've just been struggling of late, and that showed. Stoppages have won 21-13, so that's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Now there's 152-34. Won the tackles.
Yeah.
So you've got more of the ball because you're winning possessions a lot more, but your 52-34 tackles is a big advantage.
Yeah.
And if you looked at a lot of our better players, right, they're all amongst the tackles. Frankie Evans has 6, Sam Walsh has 5, Jagger has 5, Cripps has 5, Cowan has 5, Byrne has 4. I mean, there's quite a spread of guys that have got their hands dirty and laid a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
So
and had an impact on the game too.
And those guys had a big impact on the game. And get this, it's my favourite stat, right? Our tackles inside 50. Did we win them?
I'd say so.
14-2.
Wow.
14-2.
Over there.
So that shows that our forwards were on game.
Yeah.
And not surprising, there's a few of those forwards in my votes.
Okay.
Because they're outstanding. I just thought that was something that did really well. And what that meant is we locked up that ball in our forward line for long periods of time.
Yeah.
We should have capitalised more, but that was a huge contribution, I thought.
Yeah, just real fundamentals, really. Something you'd easily expect of a AFL team. But the problem is this team's just lost our trust in these certain aspects, so we have to keep reinforcing the importance of them. But yeah, and credit when they do produce it.
Yeah, so for me, there were things that really stood out. Of course, we had 14-7, twice as many behinds, which stood out in an unfortunate way.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought our won the inside 50s. Overall, I thought we dominated a lot of the stats categories when you look at them. And it just leads you to think that we should have won by a lot more than 13 points.
Yeah.
In fact, I think if you go to some of the assessments, we should have run by about 30 or 40 points.
Yeah. Yes. Efficiency also improved goal efficiency. We were 22% and very low, like 18% in against Hawthorn and Collingwood, right? It's 27% this week, so it's a bit of an improvement.
Was a bit of improvement. I still want to see more though.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, again, this is a team that's not in great form. So we're going to have to pick it up.
Yeah.
A lot against Brisbane. Brisbane have a great defence, but gee, when their transition game is amazing.
Yep, and if we keep doing conceding turnovers, I'm sure Brisbane will lick their lips when that happens. I think Gold Coast were able to score around 40 points from turnover.
They got most of most of their scores were from our turnovers. 61 turnovers. They had 68, right? I know that was too many. I think if you looked at that game, you saw both teams turning that ball over too often. Yeah, in my view. So yeah, there's some things probably to pick up. Really, is some work to do. Yeah.
I completely agree. So let's get into the player stats with the MVP votes. I'd have plenty of players and notes, so we won't take too much of your time analysing the whole team, basically. But we'll certainly discuss our 5 players and anyone else significant enough.
Yeah, look, there's a few players that were really outstanding. For me, in the end, I went with Patrick Cripps.
Yeah, same.
He Cripps 3 votes for Brownlow.
Yep, 5 votes in this case.
5 votes because we're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 touches, like the 15 clearances. Wow. I think the next highest was 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how dominant he was. He was a beast in the clearances.
Yeah.
That's just an astonishing statistic. So, I think that's probably a absolute... The whole team had 39 clearances, so he's responsible for 15 of them.
Yeah.
He got more than the whole of Gold Coast clearances were 28, so he got more than half compared to the entire opposition team. So he was huge. There, 5 tackles, 7 score launches. That's the highest on the field. He really was a beast this time. Probably could have been a bit more potent in front of goal again. Missed some opportunities there.
Culprit, yeah.
But he really was impressive.
We can forgive him for that.
Well, we can forgive him because he was so dominant in every other category.
Yep.
So he was my 5 votes.
Same with me. 4 votes.
I went with Taylor Byrne.
Same.
Look, this was his best game for Carlton.
Yeah.
He was just amazing. He kicked 3 goals of his own. He had 2 goal assists as well. He had 12 score involvements.
From just 17 disposals.
Wow. 17 disposals, 12 score involvements. So almost every time he touched the ball...
Turned to gold.
Yeah, just amazing. 15 pressure acts, and those pressure acts were just stunning. That's the part we love about Taylor Byrne.
Yeah.
It's actually what he does when he doesn't have the footy. There's a passage of play there, I think it's been replayed a bit on the socials, where he launches himself for a desperate last-minute spoil, right? So they're kicking out from the behind. He launches himself. They're just kicking a innocuous 30-metre pass over the boundary. He sprints, launches himself and spoils the ball over the boundary, right?
Yeah.
There's a stoppage. He gets the footy and... no, it's a stoppage. Took Miller gets the football.
Yeah.
He nails him and tackles him, brings him down, gets caught with the ball, goes back and slots it.
Yeah.
All in the space of one passage of play. So that's what he brings to the game.
Just relentless desperation, pressure. It's been a type of forward we've been crying out for. Ties up his goal kicking.
It's the one area for him to tidy up. But he's only in his first year of football, so I think he can.
Yeah.
For him to be, performing that well in his first year of football, gee, how can he not get the Rising Star?
This
nomination?
filmed on the Sunday night before Monday when it will get announced, so no
so
doubt
they haven't announced it yet, but surely he's this week's nominee.
Yeah,
surely. After that, he had a very good game a couple of weeks ago where we thought he'd get nominated and he didn't.
Yeah.
Some other no-name performance, right? There was half-baked and nothing on what he did.
There was actually a whole other bunch of contenders that should have got it as well from other teams.
No, I wasn't
Even
a big
Billy
fan.
Wilson, but
Billy Wilson, I'd be mentioning him as a player because he was great.
yeah.
So Taylor Byrne, 4 votes for me, just sensational.
Yep, I agree. And 3 votes.
3 votes to Jagger for me. Was
Okay,
superb. To the 2026
Yeah.
Rising Star.
Nail him.
Surely. I did watch a few of the other contenders run around, and mate, there's Jagger, and there's Daylight.
Yes. So you only have to look at not only do you have to look at the stats. He's number 1 for coaches' votes compared to the other.
Most ever in their rookie year.
There you go. What
I think
else is
second
there?
was Nick Dacos.
Loose
That's the
ball
kind of
gets.
company he's in.
Loose ball gets
Yeah.
as well. There's a few other aspects. Most score involvements out of rookie players. Most. I found there was something on Instagram, but anyway. He is your 2026 Rising Star. Uproar if there isn't. What a marvellous player. 31 disposals, 90% disposal efficiency. There goes that idea that he's terrible on.
There's sometimes
foot
nonsense that he doesn't use the ball well. He was using the ball exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And he runs. That's why he got 23 uncontested positions alone.
Yeah.
Because he just runs and runs. But he's a smart footballer. 19 pressure acts. I mean, that was one of the... I think that might have been top. I'll just check that. I think it might have been top in terms of pressure acts.
6 score involvements.
Second to Sam Walsh.
Okay, yep. 2 goal assists, 6 clearances, 4 inside 50s. Yeah. One of his best games so far too as well.
So 3 to Jagger for me.
Yep. I have him for 2 votes. I just put Hewitt higher at the 3 with his 24 disposals, 8 score involvements, 3 goals, 4 inside 50s and 6 scrambles. I think he's transitioning between midfield and forward line.
Yeah. See, I had George... Look, and we're very similar because I had George for 2.
Yeah.
So you've got him for 3 and I've got... I mean, they're both sensational. George Hewitt, we're just talking about... If you're late in the game and someone's having a set shot from about 35, 40 out, I'd pick George Hewitt over any other player in the team. He's just so consistent with that kind of range shot. And his 3 goals were huge.
Yeah.
He just seemed to kick them when he really, really needed them.
Mm.
And for him to be that influential across the field and then go forward and kick 3 goals when it really mattered, that was a huge contribution.
Yes. Thank you, George Hewitt.
Yeah. Hasn't he had a renaissance since coming back into the team? We say that every week. It seems like every week he's been sensational.
Indeed. So finally, for your last vote, or my last one as well.
So, one vote to me.
The last one.
And this might be slightly, you might take you by surprise, but Frankie Evans.
Fair enough. Yep.
He was sensational. I love forwards who put the pressure on.
Yep.
Right? So this is a guy who had 13 pressure acts, and he was amongst everything.
Mm.
It wasn't what he did with the footy. It was what he did without the footy that I think was important as well.
Yep.
So he didn't get a huge amount of the footy, but he didn't need to. He just seemed to really throw himself into the mix, and I just loved his intensity and loved the way he goes about it.
Yep. Love Frankie. Yeah, 2 goals, 8 score involvements, 7 ground balls.
6 tackles.
Yep, 6 tackles. So my last vote went to Nick Haynes, who had 24 disposals, 13 marks, 5 intercept marks, 7 intercepts, 4 score involvements, 435 metres gained, 5 rebound 50s. Just aging like fine wine.
He's a gun. Love Nick Haynes. He did probably. I was weighing him up with Frankie Evans. Probably what kept him out of the votes a little bit for me. He had 6 clangers, highest on the ground.
Yeah.
He did turn the ball over a bit, but look, I love his endeavour. I love his smarts. He knows where to position himself, and look, as you say, he is aging like fine wine. He is at 34 years of age. Give him another contract.
Yeah, I reckon.
Get him around again. Sooner or later, he will, like, age will catch up with him.
Yeah.
Just occasionally with ball in hand, I think he could be a bit cleaner, but he's smarts in his positioning is outstanding. He's our key interceptor.
Yeah.
In the whole team.
Well, there's no one in our ranks that can replace that at the moment, I don't think.
No, we've not got anyone. I mean, the other fella that is already starting to do that is actually Harry Dean.
Yeah.
Harry Dean has the ability to not only play one-on-one against the best forwards, but he doesn't mind. He'll take a chance and come off them to get an intercept too.
Yeah.
So but no, love Haynes' work, and yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of Dean, he had 13 disposals, 6 marks, 5 intercepts, 5 1%ers, and 85% disposal efficiency. Other players, perhaps, let's go with Billy Wilson as well, 24 disposals, 7 score involvements, 406 metres gained. Sam Walsh as well, 31 disposals, 8 score involvements.
He's unlucky to miss out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about everyone else. I mean, he had a superb game.
Yeah.
A superb all-round game, you know.
I was surprised he was the 7th rated blue or something like that in the
31
AFL
touches.
ratings.
I think most uncontested positions on the ground, he was. So, yeah, no, he's amazing.
Yes.
25 uncontested positions. He just ran.
Yep.
And disposal efficiency of 84%, which is not bad either.
Yep. What else we got? Plenty. Cowan, 17 disposals, 4
Cowan was
intercept
good
marks,
again.
6 rebound 50s. Yep. Florence as well, 25 disposals, 510 metres gained, 6 score involvements. Ainsworth managed to kick a goal against his old side, but missed a few other shots, 19 disposals.
I don't know if it was his best game.
Yeah.
I think he missed too many shots, and yeah, I don't know if it was his best game, but big fan of Ainsworth, you know that.
Yep. Also forgetting, Will Hayward actually kicked 3 goals, 16 disposals.
It was good.
7
It was
scored,
very good. He was in midst. And he kicks big goals. Always kicks big goals. Hayward, and his goals were very timely again.
Lewis Young was used as a swingman. 18 disposals, 6 marks, 6 intercepts, 6 score involvements, and 1 goal. So it's good to have these types of players in your list who can fill a role when when needed. So I don't know. Maybe that could save him.
I don't think he plays if Harry plays, because his last man in, first man out. I think.
But would you consider delisting him but giving him a SSP spot?
Oh, we're talking about we're not talking delisting. We're talking about whether he plays next week.
No, not next week. No.
You know, I'm not talking too much about who's on the list in 27 until we've got a full canvas to work with. I think it's just too early. Some people go early halfway through a season and make all these calls, and someone has a big... What happened to Frankie Evans?
Yeah.
You probably would have dumped him halfway through last season, but he was superb.
By this time, yeah.
So I want to see the
month
full...
to go.
Still another month of football to go. Come and talk to me at the end of the season.
Okay. Won't entertain that discussion yet. Look, there's other players, but time constraints.
I'll just mention a couple. I think we mentioned Billy Wilson, another really good game, really consistent game. Just one fella who didn't really impact the stat sheet that much. But I was just watching a replay of the game. This fella gets to the contest all the time. Matty Cottrell.
Yeah.
He was running really hard. He had 12 pressure acts. He got to the ball very frequently. And he does a lot of the quiet stuff.
Yeah. Matt Cottrell. Okay. We move on to round 21 against the Brisbane Lions, who are on a mighty roll, which will be a very tough matchup. It would be good to snag something here, but it's also a bit of a litmus test to see where we're really at against not so mediocre level teams.
Oh, look, they are in blistering form. They're just dominating
Yeah.
players, teams left, right and centre. You know, they've towed up Sydney, they've towed up Geelong. They've knocked off everyone else that they played against as well.
Yeah.
They're going to be really hard to beat.
All their players are in form too. Their midfielders.
Yeah, your Zach Bailey, Hugh McCluggages,
Yeah.
Lockie Neals, the Ashcroft boys. I mean, they all seem to be in form.
The last time we played them, they were written off already, but
I think they're in better
a lot
form.
of commentators go way too early.
That's just commentators for you.
Yeah.
I think there's so many players that are in form at the moment. So, yeah, there's...
Zorko's back from an injury.
Yeah,
Ashcroft's
he was good.
tearing apart. McCluggage.
How long Zorko been around for? Seems
It's
he's
like
been around
36 or 7 or something.
It seems like he's been around forever. Zach Bailey was back in form like this. You go down back, you got Harris Andrews. Like, there ain't no weaklings much in that team. So, and yet, like, we've got to keep winning. If you want to play finals, we're not in the final 10 at the moment. We've got to keep winning. So, yeah, big game for us.
Turnovers, as we said.
I think if we win this one, we'll get a lot of confidence into the Saints match.
If we win this one, we win the flag.
I'm not thinking... I think we're rank outsiders, let's face it.
Yeah.
But, look, there's... You know, we got very close to them in Brisbane
Yeah.
earlier this season. They weren't in great form, but neither were we. We just come off that shocking loss to St Kilda.
Which might have actually... Some would say it was the game that's rejuvenated everyone and...
I don't say that. You won't hear me say that. And the reason why you won't hear me say that is we still lost.
Yeah.
Right? And yes, that second half against Brisbane was good.
Foot off the pedal.
But at the end of the day, you know, second half, at half time, it was 56-18
Yeah.
at half time.
Wow.
Right? So, yes, we came back, but we were a long way, you know, we're coming from a long way back, and we still lost. And we had a series of honourable losses at the time, which was frustrating. So, come and talk to me when you're winning games of football. But look, I think we got close last time, and I think, you know, our best is pretty good, but, you know, I don't know that we're quite on song at the moment. Like I said at the outset against in the review against Gold Coast, where we played pretty well but not great.
Yeah.
The best game we played this year was against Geelong. When we were in everything.
Yeah.
The intensity was there, the pressure was there, the linking up was there. During that 7-game run, I thought we linked up really well. And I just... That transition is not bad. It's better than it was probably under Voss, but it's not quite... I think we dropped a notch.
After those last two.
Yeah, last two. Maybe just the Hawthorn pressure and, you know, and then Collingwood. But I don't know we're quite on song yet. And we'll have to be against Brisbane. Because our best... It'll take our best just to be competitive, I think.
Yeah. We were saying earlier that seeing as Collingwood beat Adelaide, then maybe we were underestimating their sort of position on things as well. So that might
Well,
have
the
been
Pies
another-
are in good form. They are in good form. Probably better form than I thought when I was tipping us against the Pies.
Yeah.
But this team's in very good form that we're playing this weekend.
Yeah. Full attention on this one. Give it your all, Blues. We'd really like to get something here. Predictions. It's very hard to like, obviously, I will not be tipping us, but I'll go for a delusional tip while I'm at it. Blues by 4 points.
I won't
Why
give
not?
you a tip, but I'll say this, that this is a really good test for us for where we're at.
Yeah.
Because you want to test yourself against the best. And probably we got, of the 4 games left, we got the most informed team in the league in Fremantle. Yes. And I would say this is the second most informed team.
Yeah. Any changes you'd make? Forgot about.
Yeah, that's it.
Newman's probably going to be out.
So you got Newman out, and then you've got Mackay maybe coming back in.
Yeah.
Mackay probably comes back in for Young. Young's not the same player that Newman is. So I think we'd be going too tall. Dirksen had a very good game.
Yeah.
He was excellent. He had 8 intercepts.
Yes.
So and he's putting a good season together. He's not going anywhere. So I think you're probably looking for a like-for-like player. So you're probably looking for a medium-sized forward. A medium-sized backman, sorry.
I mean, Charleston's waiting in the wings and the
He's
VFL.
been alright in the VFL, hasn't he?
I feel like that's a bit of a similar type of rebounder.
Is it a bit of a risk bringing him in against Brizzy? Or
sure.
It's a big call.
But that's been something that we've seen under Fraser is, his willingness to play the kids. So there'd be a few players perhaps as well that I can think of now. Maybe Zach Williams. He's obviously played that role in the past of halfback.
Well, if you looked at their performance in the VFL, you've got several players that play along that halfback line. Ollie Hollands, Adam Sard and Harry Charleston all were pretty good, really. And Charleston's put a fair body of work together. It might be a bit of a risk debuting him against Brizzy. Ollie Hollands had a very good game. 28 touches, 10 tackles. He was one of the best on ground in the VFL. So, we know he's in the mix.
He covered it last year, that for Newman.
He could definitely play in that role.
Yeah.
He's not exactly the same type of player. He's more of a runner. And probably Newman's a little bit surer with the footy.
Yeah.
But he'll give you a fair bit of run and he'll give you a fair bit of go. And he tackles hard.
So you're leaning towards Ollie?
Probably lean towards Ollie.
Yep. And maybe it might mean that Zach Williams and Sard might not feature again. Nevertheless, it's actually a big loss without Newman though. His direction and leadership.
He's underrated
as well.
There's no doubt he's absolutely underrated. He's a very handy
quite
player.
Devastating for him in his 150th game as well.
Oh, I really feel for him. I'm a big Newman fan. He's just a very, very consistent player.
Yep.
Very consistent player. So, yeah, I would. I hope he's makes a quick recovery and we see him back out there. I'm not exactly sure when.
Hopefully.
To be honest.
Let's hope that's not the end.
Maybe he's back for a preliminary final or something.
Yep. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Or if you're on Spotify, actually follow. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at Perth Blue Baggers Pod and Carlton Flaggers. Thank you for listening. Up the Baggers.
Can the Blues.